What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rickzilla here, and today it's gonna be one hell of a week. Well, even though it's only Tuesday, but I feel like it's time that I cover once again the Madwoman that is rising. ShannyforChrist, Madwoman rising. Of course, Burnt Toast and the Geek Room have already done their streams covering Shanny, but I feel like it's my turn to do the same thing, even though it's just a few tidbits of stupid shit. Sorry, I had to release the raid. I'm going to be, throughout the entire stream, it's going to be me losing my goddamn monkey mind. It's just going to be me losing my mind for most of the duration of these streams because, honestly, how are you going to have this type of mindset? Especially when you're a loose cannon on the internet. So, yes, I'm going to get really angry just because I feel like it's time that... Because I've been sitting on the sidelines, just in the chat. I want a part. I want to cover this shit. It's my turn. My turn.
Me and G-Man are not fighting with each other, okay? We're not fighting with each other. In fact, we talked to each other yesterday, and it was pleasant. So stop putting that rumor along that me and G-Man are fighting, blah, 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 blah. What you saw was a disagreement and me putting that disagreement out very publicly. That's what you saw. You think that every disagreement is like a broken relationship. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Shanny? Your relationship with G-Man is almost similar to your relationship with Reb. It's extremely toxic. There's a lot of dysfunction. And let's not forget that you have been racist towards him. And you've basically kicked him out of the house that you gave him.
You know, I think me and G-Man have known each other long enough that he knows I have certain aspects that I want to see of him, and he has certain aspects he wants to see of me.
I know, Mothra J. I know. But I just want to... I didn't get a chance to say my piece because, obviously... I was in the chat and I didn't get to say my piece. I wanted to shout at Shanny for saying stupid shit. But I can't do that. I'm just going to skip.
We're going to get you a background check and expose it. Energy, you do that stuff. That's why most people hear this stuff and they're like, they're psychotic. Because most people wouldn't waste their life spending their life trying to destroy someone who literally isn't doing anything to anyone or anything. Like you say,
we get it, Shanny. You're always right and never did anything wrong. We get it. I'm just trying to find out. I'm just trying to get to the part where she maybe called me a little boy, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna skim through this shit. I'm not gonna cover the whole video. I'm not gonna cover the entire video. I'm just gonna cover just a few points.
I spend my whole life bedridden, sitting in my bed, but yet I'm abusive toward people.
Well, you are abusive towards people. And yes, I am taking everyone's word over yours Because honestly, you have a penchant. You have a bad habit of being a pathological liar. I don't know where you got that from. Maybe you might have learned that from your mother, but I'm not one to judge. At least not yet.
A bedridden woman is abusive toward people. How does
Psychologically abusive, you idiot. You're psychologically abusive to Rev. Gaslighting is a form of abuse.
does that make any sense?
Exactly.
When you guys spend all your energy and time and time attacking people, you're pointing people as abusive when you don't even see your own abuse.
You do the same thing too, Shanny. You brought your fucking kid on a stream trying to force him to tell everyone to leave you guys alone. God! This is why no one takes you seriously. Nobody's going to take you seriously. Not even the police will take you seriously.
You don't even see it. It goes whoop right out of your mind, man.
I am giving... You know what I think about you, Shanny?
Billy, we are in the same boat, girl.
This is what I think about you, Shanny. This is what I think about you. And yes, I'm just skipping ahead. Because she is slow.
Psychos.
Oh, go back.
It's ending now. You're all being... Keep moving the goalposts. Eventually people are gonna fucking catch on. Because people aren't idiots. Eventually they're gonna catch on and be like, wow, these people I watch really are liars. They really are manipulators, and they really do try to like destroy other people's lives. Like, why would you watch people who try to destroy other people's lives?
We're not destroying your lives. You did that yourself, you dumb bitch. All the shit that's been going on in your life is your damn fault. And good God, your hair isn't doing you favors. Take a shower for God's sakes.
Why would you do that? People that you know that they don't even know in real life. And they're interfering in their personal life. Like, they know them. Like, you should know better. As an adult, you should know better. You should know better.
And you should, and yeah, you should know better, Shanny, not to poke the bear. But you just did. I mean, everybody else is being patient with you. Everybody else said their piece. I mean, I know everybody covered this video, but I want to cover it myself too. Because no one's ever been angry at you the way I am. I mean, everybody can make their jokes. Everybody's free to make their jokes. But I don't joke when it comes to someone so disgusting, someone so vile as you. I don't. You think you can be angry? You think you can yell? Well, guess again, bitch, because I can yell too.
But yet you're acting like you don't. It's funny seeing someone's life destroyed, isn't it? So funny.
Go fuck yourself, Shanny. Go fuck yourself, you dumb bitch.
It's so funny. What do you mean what I did to G-Man?
You basically lambast his ass constantly. I mean, G-Man is a piece of shit. He called Sam a racist, and he threatened to condemn him. It was an off-color joke. For Christ's sakes. I know. I'm sorry. But everybody's covered this video. I get it. But they haven't lost their shit over it. People like me. I can lose my shit. And I will lose my shit. Because she's never met anyone who has full of rage like me.
Are you talking about me when he was living in my house? Idiots. Channel. Big difference. Check. And like, just because you gave G-Man a background check, we're going to get you a background check and expose it for the whole world to be seen. Yeah, there's a big difference. I did something because he was personally in my life.
Go to hell, you ugly bitch. Has anyone raged over this video, guys? Has anyone raged over Shanny? No, no one has. Which is why I'm doing this. Because I will rage at her. You guys can do your own things. But I do my things. You guys can make your jokes. But I get serious when it comes to someone like this.
You did something because you were being a fucking asshole.
Yes, we broke up the best relationship you had in your pitiful adult life. We destroyed your marriage. If you could blame yourself, you could. But you won't. You're never going to blame yourself, you dumb bitch.
Get off my channel. I hate you.
And I hate you too. I hate all of the people you associate with. With every fiber of my fucking being. The reason why I hate you is because you make a mockery of people with mental illnesses. People like me. And you think that you're the victim here? You're the aggressor. You make me angry. 20 so bad you're making me angry right now. And the reason why I'm covering this video is not because I want, it's because it's time that someone uses the anger. I've been silent about this. Even though I've been in the comments, I've been in the chats, but my voice has never been heard. No more. My voice will be heard. And I will speak up about this. Whether you like it or not.
Idiots.
You're good, widows.
I don't like you either, Big Zebra. You're a fucking troublemaking piece of shit too. And so are you, piece of shit. You're a fucking troublemaking piece of shit too. Like, what the fuck is wrong with all you people?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumb, ugly C-word?
Like, I seen you guys for years constantly harassing me, and you think you can come to my channel right now to harass me even further? I don't fucking think so.
And there you go, blocking people again. Look, that's the majority of your subscribers. Why don't you see that? Everyone who subscribed to you is a troll. How does it feel to know that your only fan base is comprised of trolls, Shanny? How does it feel? And now you're upset and mad that everybody that you shout out in your videos is automatically considered a troll? Get out of here with that shit. Oh, I gotta check that out, widow. I will check that out because I will be heard. Regardless of how many times people try to bring me down, I will be heard.
No. This harassing Shanny is ending now. It's ending now. You're all being called out, Big Zebra, Tatted Jedi, Hall Bear. Y'all abusive pieces of shit.
Pot calling the kettle black, bitch.
Trying to get in someone's business like you think you know someone and you don't. I don't know you from Adam, dude. I know nothing about you motherfuckers. Other than you harass me and you try to get in my business all the time. Like fucking psychos.
Oh my God, Shanny, your attitude towards us is what makes me angry. Is the fact that you think that you're better than it. This is why I hate you, Shanny, is because you think you're better than everyone else. Exactly, Widow Son. She pissed everyone off for bringing her kids into her mess. This isn't the first time she's actually done this. She tried to use her kids as leverage to garner sympathy from others. This is why she's a bad person. This is why you're a bad person, Shanny, is that you only care about yourself. You don't regard other people, even your family. You only use them just to make yourself important. You've gaslighted your family into thinking like you. This is why I hate you, Shanny. This is why I want you gone. I want you off the internet permanently. But you're not going to do that. You'll never get off the internet. And that means I will never stop speaking up about you. Other people can move on, but I will make sure that people like you get their comeuppance, get their karmic justice.
Fucking freaks. Remember that name, Tatted Jedi, Hall Bear, Big Zebra, all of them stalkers. G-Man, bless you so much in Jesus Christ's name.
Of course, G-Man is going to give Shanny money. But you know she's going to use that for weed. You know she's going to use that for making herself happy. You think she's going to give that shit to people? She thinks she's going to give that money to her kids? No. She's only going to use it to buy edibles.
Hey, honey.
Uh-oh.
Jesus. G-Man blessed us. G-Man blessed us. Thank you, G. Thank you, G.
Look, this is why I hate dealing with lol cows. Like, I don't even consider Shanny a lol cow. To me, she's nothing more than a horror cow. Oh, sorry. That was the wrong one. This is the right one I was looking at.
Trying to talk to adults here. And when a kid says, leave me alone, usually as an adult, you leave the kid alone, right?
Oh, God. Are you talking about when you decided to bring your son on on stream? When you bombarded Jules' stream and tried to scare her into leaving you alone? Trying to slander her, silence her, so that others won't know how much of a horrible parent you really are? Get out of here with that shit, Shanny. You know goddamn well why you're upset. You know goddamn well why people are talking about you. But you don't want to admit that you're wrong. You want to blame everybody but yourself. That's why I'm mad at you.
These adults here, when my kid says
exactly.
Leave me alone.
And guess what, Widow? She's threatened to send in the police. She's threatened to call the police, the FBI, CIA. She's threatened to call every law enforcement agency in her power to. And I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, Shanny, but that's not how the law works. That's not how courts work, and it never fucking will work. There's nothing you can do on the internet that would warrant any police intervention. And this is the thing with Shanny. She thinks that if you call the cops or hire a lawyer, or call the cops on trivial bullshit on the internet, they're going to automatically snap an action to help you out. I'm sorry, Shanny. That's not how this works. There's nothing you could do that would warrant any police intervention. You, bitch, you need to think before you upload anything, because I know damn well that you put very little thought in your videos.
They tell him he's a liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, Shanny. We're not saying that he's a liar. We're saying that you gaslit your son into speaking for you. The same way you gaslight Rev.
They tell the mother that she shouldn't be involved in the child and adult situations. When the fact is, it's you people that have involved him in this by your constant calling authorities on your desperate paranoia of trying to get one over me.
I find it funny that Shanny thinks that she's better than everyone else because she thinks that she's got us. No, bitch. We're one step ahead of you because you're fucking stupid. You're a fucking stupid bitch.
And trying to get me in trouble with the law or with anything you want me to get in trouble with. My kid has said, leave me alone, but yet you still are going to continue to talk about him. Even though he said, leave you alone, you're still going to push those boundaries, even though he said, leave me alone. And all the world is going to see it now that you keep talking about this kid when he specifically said,
show the proof, Shanny. The difference between us and you is that we have documentation. We have receipts. I don't have them myself, but I know people who do have receipts on the fact that you are a disgusting human being and you deserve to be called out, regardless of how many times you say that you're the poor innocent victim and you've done nothing wrong. We all know damn well it's all a lie. We know damn well that you cannot accept criticism. You cannot accept responsibility. So you'll just lie constantly to save face. Like I said, I could make a list of all the lies you have said, but that would basically be turned into a book.
Leave me alone. And then your excuse to continue to talk to him is he doesn't really know what he's talking about. He just normalizes the abuse. Don't you understand? He normalizes the abuse that Shanny puts him through.
Well, that's because you have... It's not... You are a horrible mother. I can't say anything for the kid because you're going to turn that around. And I keep getting ignored in some of the chats saying, this is basically a no you scenario. This video is basically her, like I said, widow's son. This is Shanny saying, no, you. You know what I mean?
That's what you say. That's what you say. Because you refuse to listen to a kid who says, leave me alone. Because you refuse to listen to a mother who says, leave me alone. We've been saying this to you guys for years.
You gaslit your sons into saying that. You gaslit your sons into talking shit about Chris. That's why we're not going to leave you alone. Even if you try to say, leave me alone, it's not going to happen. And don't go crying to the police saying that, oh, these people are being mean to me. I need you to go and arrest them. That's not how the law works, you idiot. That's not how any of this works. The courts are not going to do shit. The cops are not going to do shit. The FBI and CIA, they're not going to do shit. Nothing you can do on the internet is going to warrant a police intervention.
Leave me alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. And you continue to cross boundaries that shouldn't be even crossed. Because you don't really know how to be adults. You don't know how to really respect people's boundaries. You just want to continue to cross them over and over again. And trust me, the legal world is seeing this. The outside internet world is seeing it. Okay, you may have a group of 300-something people that just keep leering in and enabling you in your abuse toward people and families.
No, Shanny. No one is going to listen to you. I know this is what this is implying. You want people to give you validation. Shanny, this is the internet. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You can't force people to behave. You're the one hiding behind your fat folds. You can't even let go of the past. And you do nothing to contribute to society. So go fuck yourself, you dumb hoe.
But there are people who are seeing it. Okay? You can keep trying to subscribe.
Yeah, there are people who see it. Yeah, and that's your enablers. People who side with you.
Subscribe to me and unsubscribe to me, making it seem that there aren't anyone who supports me. You can keep doing that all you want. But I know there's people supporting me, and I'm going to keep saying something until you guys are gone.
That's never going to happen, you idiot. It's never going to happen. Yes, you're going to have enablers who will eat everything you say, who will come to the forefront and defend you regardless. But we have an entire community of more than 300 people. There are more people who know about this. Hell, even CPS know about this. Even the police know about this. And they all say the same thing. You're lying. You're full of shit. Stop this. Why is it hard for you to understand that all this shit that's going on in your life is your own damn fault? Why can't you accept that?
Until something is done. Until this bullying on the internet is gone. Okay, you can keep flagging my channel after flagging my channel. But I'm hopefully YouTube will get sick of manually seeing these videos of me speaking about how you're bullying me. And now you're going to bully my child because he said, please leave us alone. My mom isn't abusing us.
You gaslit your son. You use your son to garner sympathy.
So your excuse of leave us alone, my mom isn't abusing us, is my son normalizes abuse. I don't even hit my kids.
It doesn't matter if you don't hit your kids. Physical wounds are temporary. Emotional scars are permanent. Gaslighting your son and exploiting him on the internet is a form of abuse. You dumb bitch. All right, take a shot every time I call Shanny a dumb bitch.
I barely raise my voice at them.
It doesn't matter. You making fun of your son's embarrassing moments, you exploiting your son's mental illnesses, you threatening, you bad-mouthing your son is enough to be considered abuse.
But yet I'm abusive. I'm abusive because you say so. Because the internet says so, I'm abusive. And then you completely invalidate what my son says so you can continue on your onslaught of attacking people, including my children. I don't care if my subscribers go down. You know, if you're actually a true subscriber, if you're a true human being, you would care. You would care that these people are bullying a teenager while trying to make themselves as this moral high ground. Calling a teenager a liar after he pleaded with the internet. And actually, it took a lot of courage for that kid to do.
Again, you forced him to do it. Why can't you get this through your thick skull? You forced a 14-year-old boy against his will to get people off your back. He didn't want to come on the computer. He didn't want to come online. You forced him. And you forced everyone to do your bidding for you. That's why people say you're abusive. You're psychologically abusing your family.
A lot of courage for that kid to do. And you take his voice and you slam it against the wall and you say, no, you're not going to be fucking heard. You're not going to be fucking heard. We don't give a fuck if you say you're not abused. You're fucking abused because we say so.
Fuck you. Go to hell, you ugly bitch.
Because you need to hang on to your fucking shitty narrative so you can bash me on the internet so you can get some fucking little money for yourself.
I don't make money on YouTube. I don't have that much subscribers. Not everyone is going to have 1K subscribers, and we cover your ass. I don't have that much money. I don't have that many subscribers. I barely even have 200 subscribers. So don't go going around and saying that we make money off you. None of us, not all of us are making bank.
It's so fucking sick what is happening to me, and I'm fucking done with it. I'm fucking done of the slander, the constant slander of me.
You slander everyone. You slander people, Shanny. You slander everyone who talk about you. You call people rapists. You call people pedophiles. You call people other names. And you try to throw them under the bus. You try to get the cops called on them. You try doxing people. For what? For talking about you? This is another one of your failed attempts at trying to silence people. And it's not going to work.
And then my sons have to deal with this constant slander of them. You're picking on a 14-year-old and thinking it's okay while they kept going to one person after another person. Oh, you're picking on a child. You're picking on a child. But it's okay. It's okay for them to do. It's okay to call a 14-year-old a liar who said, my parents aren't like this. Will you stop it?
That's because you coached him to say that shit. You coached him to say that, like you coach Rev to say things on your behalf. Your family is nothing to you but hand puppets to use. You're using your son like the same way you use Rev.
You constantly calling authorities on us is affecting me. No. Instead, they try to twist it into something else. Oh, he's just normalizing the abuse. No, why would he normalize the abuse and tell the internet to stop it?
Because you told him to.
Don't you think if a kid was abused, he would try to get anything out of his power to get out? I was abused, and I kept trying to call the authorities.
They're not going to help you, Shanny. They're not going to... That's not how the law works. God, why don't you get that through your head? There's nothing you could do that would warrant police intervention. You need to think before you post your shit. Because obviously, you put very little thought in your videos, in your streams.
He would welcome it, not deny it. Trust me, he would welcome it. But you keep doing this to people. You keep doing this to people and you don't leave them alone when they say, leave me alone. You keep pushing boundaries. Pushing people's boundaries over and over and over again. And you can't even listen to a 14-year-old kid who says, leave me alone. You can't even do that. You can't be an adult and respectful enough to a child. And then you expect me not to say anything? You expect me not to be like, hey, you're bothering my fucking kid? I don't think so. I don't think so. Your whole crew do nothing but pick on 14-year-olds and kids and try to make their parents look abusive. For your own entertainment's sake. Nah. You people are going down for this. You're going down. Jesus Christ himself said, do not touch the little ones, for it'd be better for you to tie a noose over your neck and be thrown into the ocean. It would be better for you to drown than pick on children, according to Jesus Christ. So keep picking on my kid. Keep calling my kid a liar just because you can't seem to get it out of your head that I'm abusive. You can't seem to get that narrative out of your head. You got to keep trying to spin it. And spin it and spin it and spin it to people. Because it's the only time you ever give fucking attention. The only time you ever get attention is when you're trying to push abuse on someone, when you're trying to point your finger at someone and tell them they're the bad guy. When really it's you, piece of fucking shit. It's really you people who are the bad guy. Constantly attacking families, constantly calling people's jobs to get them fired, constantly calling authorities, trying to get them in trouble with the law, trying to get their freaking food stamps taken.
I'm just going to skim over this. I'm not going to cover the entire video. I'm just going to cover the parts where she shouts out people.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Because you prove to everyone every day you don't leave me alone. Every day you're making a new video. Look what Shanny's doing. I can't believe Shanny's cooking. She's such a disgusting person.
That's because you don't know how to cook right. We've seen you make mac and cheese. We've seen you make shitty stuff. You don't know how to make anything. That's why you had DoorDash. Because you're too lazy to put in the effort. You know, this is pointless.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Go fuck yourself, Shanny. All right, there's only one viewer, like always. That's probably because I have bad timing with streams. That's because I have bad timing with streams. I mean, I know a lot of people are tired of hearing the same shit over and over again. I mean, I'm with you guys. I'm tired of hearing Shanny say the same stupid shit over and over again. It's exhausting, and I can't stand her for more than 1 minute. Even
you're fucking disgusting. You're fucking disgusting because you spend your life bashing a woman at some fat fucking men. Fat, disgusting, smelly, sweaty fucking men calling me disgusting.
She's referring to the geek room, even though Anna is a member of the geek room, but I don't think she acknowledges her. She doesn't, I don't think she cares about Anna, but she'll probably call her a hua.
Look in the goddamn mirror, you fat, ugly fucks. I'd never fuck men that look like you. Never.
Well, you fuck one right now, and he's sleeping next to you, dumb bitch. I don't think he's fat, even though he has a fupa himself, but that's pot calling the kettle black. You're fat and ugly. And I know that's an insult, but still.
I'd rather die than touch any men that look anything like any of your crew.
She's referring to the geek room, by the way.
You're always talking about how my body looks, how it smells.
Drag?
Always doing this to me. Always doing this to me. Always telling me how to think, how I should breathe, who I should be friends with, who I should talk to. And then not only that, your whole crew, Dragnot's crew, Geek Room's crew, the whole crew, they go around people who actually like me and they harass them too. They call their family members. They get a hold of their...
Most of your subscribers were people you bought. You bought subscribers. It's not the first time you've done this. Oh, hey, Sabella. Oh, hey, Sabella. How are you doing? Can you believe this crap? Oh, hey, Corgi. How are you doing?
Their family members, and they try to get them in trouble with their jobs too. This whole group of fucking...
Correct me if I'm wrong, Shanny, but didn't you pay G-Man to call the university that Drag was attending to get him expelled? Didn't you dox Drag's university? Didn't you threaten to murder Drag and his family? Shanny? I might be wrong here, but you have done a lot of evil shit in the past, and you're accusing us of doing said evil shit. What kind of planet are you living on? Because I know damn well that you are not living in reality. In fact, I believe you're making up your own reality just to alleviate your poor existence.
Psychopathic people who've scared people into silence. Well, I'm not going to be silent anymore with you guys. Go try to fucking sue me.
Exactly. I don't belong to any crew. I do my own shit. I go from one. I have other people I can come talk to. There are other people I follow that don't talk about you.
Go try. I will countersue you further than you ever possibly could.
Exactly.
Because you literally have destroyed my life. I haven't done shit to destroy your life.
You destroyed your own life, Shanny. You ruined your family's. You ruined your child's life. You ruined Rev's life. You ruined your own life. For God's sake, Shanny, you ruined people's lives. You nearly ruined Chris's life. You nearly ruined your parents. You nearly ruined your siblings.
I'm doing is saying you're abusing me and my family and have been for years, and there's plenty of proof for it.
Exactly.
There's plenty of proof for it.
Prove it!
No, if I broadcast my family, this doesn't happen. There are plenty of families who broadcast their family on YouTube, and they do not get attacked like this to this severity. Don't bullshit me with that fucking bullshit. This is not normal.
Shanny, other family vloggers have had controversy. Hell, there have been numerous families that have been ruined because of their constant e-fame. You're not the only one. There have been people who went to fucking jail for the abuse they put their kids through. Hell, there have even been cases where CPS had to get involved. And there have been kids who died due to the abuse.
This is not normal. Grown adults should not get other people adults and try to ruin lives because they're on the internet. Don't you ever try to normalize that abuse. Don't you ever try to normalize that abuse. Most families who have their families on the internet, they don't get harassed like I do.
Yes, they do. And it's not harassment. It's reporting controversy. It's because there have been instances of child neglect by family vloggers who post their shit on the internet for everyone else to see. It's the same thing you do. Whatever you post on the internet, everyone's gonna see it. This isn't some private messaging site like Facebook. This is a public domain.
Don't bullshit me with that bullshit. You're the one who's harassing a 14-year-old kid.
What does that say about her? So what does that say about her, Sabella? What does that say about her? Exactly.
Don't straw man me, motherfucker.
You straw man everybody. You're always straw manning. I might have to take a break from Shanny because there are a lot of crazy shit that's going on. And this is one thing I've known about Shanny is she's always has to push the boundaries of rhetoric. And she has been known to sometimes have issues making her points clear. And I'm pretty sure she has a speech impediment. And let's not forget the fact that she despite wanting to change the world, Shanny rarely seems to attempt to change herself, whether for good or bad. One of the most important aspects of someone, of a public speaker, whether it be in person or on YouTube, is that their willingness to not only change the ways others think, but also change themselves. I don't see Shanny making any efforts of changing herself. Therefore, an effective speaker would always be aware of when or wherever their argument or reasoning falls flat. Instead, Shanny, who often speaks and thinks with somewhat of an inflated ego, never looks into her overall character. She tends to treat her good qualities with care and attention, even though she doesn't even have any good qualities. And she overlooks all the bad ones. The only time she's mentioned bad qualities is whenever she needs the pity of people for fortunate, who are of people more fortunate. The only time Shanny will admit her flaws is when she wants people to feel sorry for her. Because of this lack of self-awareness, it is very hard to actually follow any type of advice Shanny will give, given his inexperience in these same things.
Don't straw man me. And then you stupid motherfuckers out there, isn't the 14-year-old disabled? No, he isn't.
That's the other one. That's Zachary. Zachary is the disabled one. If you're talking about Zachary, he's the disabled one. But William, I don't know if he is disabled. And I want to believe that you're disabled too, Shanny. But if you are going to claim you have autism, which I'm pretty sure you will, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. Because, again, you're going to use that as an excuse to get people off your back because you're a lazy, no good, lying piece of garbage.
He's not. He's not disabled at all. You're thinking about my youngest. See, you don't even know the difference between my kids, but yet you're saying I abuse my kids, but yet
you abuse both of them. You do. Psychologically abuse them because they see this shit. They see what their mother is doing. You don't, do you think that they're going to ignore it? No. They're going to look at this because you post it on the internet for everyone else to see. Anyone with a computer will look at this. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't know which kid has autism or not?
You have.
But yeah, you know what my kids are going through, but yeah, you don't even know which kid has autism or not. You're fucking idiots.
You're the fucking idiot. You don't even know whether or not you have kids. And here's one of the things you never seem to do is that in order to get your point across, a strong orator must know a lot about what they're trying to prove to their audience. This means doing extensive research, which you don't do, which you never do extensive research on the given topic and evaluating their current stance on the topic whenever contradictory evidence comes to light. You and G-Man, unfortunately, neglect this part of the process to bad habits because how little research you do makes a point. And having lived a very sheltered childhood, you seem to base your points on logical fallacies, childlike beliefs, and past experiences in baseless assumptions. Oh, wait, no, that's Von Helton. Even when you do research, the arguments you make typically fail due to your misrepresentation. Or whenever you do try to do research, yeah, most people's preferred sources is Wikipedia which people do not recommend as a secondary source, given how anyone can edit articles. Also, sorry. Long. oratory. Sorry.
You're fucking idiots. How could you tell me what's going on in my household and you don't even know which son has autism?
I believe, Shanny, I believe you might have autism, but I don't think you do have autism, Shanny. If you did, then you wouldn't be on the internet. Then again, there are people who have autism who live a much substantial life than you. There are people who have a more successful life despite their disabilities. But if you are going to claim to have autism just as a way to get people to pity you, you're going to fall flat, because people with actual autism are going to see this and they're going to call you out for it because you're trivializing their conditions. I'm not saying you have autism. I'm saying that if you are going to claim to have autism, next time you come on stream, you're going to expect criticism from all sides. Not just the Geek Room, not just Dragnot Silvis, not just Bird Toast or Jules Tells All, Black Eye TV, Miss Parker, Secular Opinion, etc., but all sides. We're just a community.
Morons.
Oratory.
You want to keep coming at me. You want to keep coming at my child. Bring it.
You put your child in front of the camera. This is why you're a horrible person, Shanny. This is why everybody won't take you seriously. Because you think that because you're self-entitled in self-flagellation and self-entitlement, you think that you're entitled to have validation. I'm not going to do that shit, Sabella. I'm not going to lift my tongue or not lift my tongue for anything.
You're just going to see this. Because I'm tired of you fucking with my family. I am really tired of your whole fucking crew fucking with my family. And I'm going to call you out and let everyone fucking know what you've been doing.
Again. Now, you are so fucking dumb. You are so dumb, Shanny.
You go in your Discord room. There are several of my friends who have been spying on you motherfuckers and collecting evidence on you fuckers.
You mean you mean people like Tragic? People like Faith?
Do you realize that? Do you know these people? And this paladin is one of them. This paladin, go fuck yourself. This paladin dude and the rest of his crew, do you know what they're planning? They have these like plans, these end of the plans of breaking me and my husband up and then getting my kids taken away. And then the ultimate goal they have is me,
dead? Are you saying that people want you dead now? Are you saying that these people want you dead now? Are you fucking kidding me?
So they literally have plans in their Discord to ruin my life. And I've seen them talk about this, them trying to get me to commit suicide, them trying to get my kids taken away, and then trying to break up my marriage so I can commit suicide.
Are you fucking fucking kidding me? I've seen this argument before. I heard this before. You think that people are trying to get you to commit suicide? Are you fucking kidding me? This is the same thing Adrastia has said numerous of times. The only difference is Shanny, is that you're not an accomplice to murder. You're not an accomplice of you're not the one digging graves for the never mind.
This is their whole plan. This is their whole plan. And this is what they've been trying to do. You could go do your little cease and desist, honeys, all you want. I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to tell a judge you're doing it too. And guess what? I'm going to show him the Discord papers.
Again, the law is not going to be on your side. And this is the thing I hate about Shanny and all these other locales, is that they automatically believe that trolling is illegal. No, it's just they're going to see this and they're just going to see it's just a bunch of people fucking around. No one is going to be on your side about this, Shanny. No one.
I'm going to show him what you guys been planning on doing to me and my family.
Shanny.
I really am. What are you going to do about it? You can't do shit.
No one is going to listen to you. No one is going to believe you. Like I said, that's not how the law works. You need to think before you post shit online.
You can't do shit about it, can you? No, you can't. You can't, because I'm still here. I'm still ticking. I didn't do my...
Not for long. With your physical and mental health failing you, we're assuming that you're going to kick the bucket. It's an assumption, because you basically have destroyed your health time and time again. You refuse to get physical. You refuse to exercise. You refuse to eat right. You refuse to even take care of your body.
Plan that you wanted to do last December of me killing myself. I didn't kill myself in December. Fuck you. I'm still alive.
I think she's referring to the comments I make saying with her physical health, with her physical and mental health declining, she's going to do herself in. That's probably what I meant. With her physical and mental health declining, she's probably going to do herself in. She's either going to do herself in or kill over. That's what I was implying. And I think a lot of people have said that too. It's a joke. You idiot. It's a fucking joke, Shanny. Your stupid ass took it literally.
I'm still alive, and that's what ticks you off, is I'm still alive, and I'm still kicking, I'm still thriving. That's what ticks you off, isn't it, Drag? Isn't that Geek Room? Isn't that Miss Parker and Black Guy TV? I'm still here after your racist attempts toward eliminating me.
Racist attempts? I'm surprised you didn't mention me by name, you idiot. No. We're not trying to get you to kill yourself. Where did you get that idea from? Again, this is a woman who's so detached from reality that she can't even differentiate the difference between real world issues and online issues. She can't go a single day without making a video. We're trying to get you to leave the internet for your mental health.
After your sexist attempts of trying to limit me, all the sexual harassment you've done to me, all the pain you've caused me.
We didn't sexually harass you! Drag never sexually harassed you! He just showed his brothers the OnlyFans, and they laughed at it. Because you put that shit out there. For God's sake, Shanny. Why can't you see that? Hell, even Rev admitted that Drag never sexually harassed you.
All the people you've thrown and broke out of my relationships with them. All the friendships you broke up. All my family you decided to destroy.
No, Shanny, that's all you. You did that yourself. All what we're doing is following suit. All this shit that's going on in your life is it's all your own damn fault. For every stupid, evil, and illegal activity.
All of them, it's all gonna come back to you seven-fucking-fold. All sevenfold. And
I've heard this argument before. Oh, God will avenge me. Let this weigh heavily on your conscience. This will tear at your soul. I will tear at your soul. I will send my daddy to destroy you, to strike you down. We heard this argument before, Shanny. It's not anything new.
Everything you thought you built is going to fall down to the ground and there's nothing you can do about it. Because you touched God's anointed.
Oh, my God. This is another thing I hate about Shanny, is that she actually believes that she has some sort of divine spiritual importance. Shanny, if you want, she thinks she's God. She actually thinks she's God. That's the thing I don't like about her, is that she claims to be God's anointed. She claims to be an archangel. And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that considered blasphemy? Now I'm on my own again.
You still aren't learning. You're still not learning. You've gone through car accidents, heart attacks, deaths, and you still don't learn to not touch me. You're still going to continue to touch me. Well, when that sevenfold comes to haunt you, you're going to remember I shouldn't have ever touched this girl. And you're going to cry.
Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Shanny, I got something for you. Cursing Hameha! See? Cursing Hameha!
And I'm gonna laugh, because you deserve to cry after all the tears you've pulled out of me.
Sorry about that, guys. But she forced my hand. She forced my hand to act. I'm going to keep doing the Kamehameha move at her. Because she deserves every bit of cursing. I'm sorry I had to do that, guys. For those who actually stuck around, which I highly doubt anyone's ever sticking around, because, again, I don't know how to schedule. I just don't get having to schedule a stream because
picking on my child, calling my child a liar. You're the liars.
Again, it's another one of those no you moments. I'm sorry I actually did that. I I don't know what possessed me to do that, but
because my child said, leave me alone, and you're still pushing the boundaries. You're still.
Yeah, thank you, bud. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Freddie McDonald. That means a lot. Sorry. I had to yell Kursehameha at Shanny.
Picking on a 14-year-old, and you're calling a 14-year-old a liar and trying to make yourselves look like good guys when he said, leave me alone, stop picking on my family, and here you are continuing to pick on their family. All you did was validate what he said.
Exactly. She gets me so mad to the point where I wish I could go Super Saiyan and yell Kamehameha at her. I really wish I could actually have the power to fire a Kamehameha attack at her.
It was validate what you said. Go fuck yourself, lady. I ain't taking a break from the internet. I'm going to expose these fucks, and that's what your biggest problem is. Don't say anything about them. Please hide my leaders. Please hide my leaders. Don't let them find out that my leaders are psychopaths who do nothing but try.
Shanny has a troubled relationship with the mental health professionals, both psychologists and psychiatrists. She has claimed she was held down by the school psychologist in high school. She's claimed to be held down by the principals, and she refuses to see a psychologist on her own volition, opting to go for court-mandated therapy. In her own mind, Jane claims to have borderline personality disorder, and she is a victim of, well, psychological abuse. She diagnosed herself with BPD as well as other disorders that she has looked up on the internet. It's no secret that Shanny has a very childish mindset and views growing up as some sort of trials and tribulation. But it was until how serious it was. According as a child, she never had any idea. And same thing with Rev. He never had any serious idea of what he wanted to be when he grew up. Nor did he thought of becoming an adult. It's obvious that exactly. She doesn't understand that karma has other effects.
Try to destroy people's lives on the internet that they don't even know. I've never met these people in my entire life. I'm not. You take a break from social media if this upsets you so much, lady. If this.
I wonder who she's talking about. I wonder who she's talking to. Is she talking to Sabella?
Upsets you so much, how about you take a break from the media? Don't be coming to me and say take a break from social media. How about you? Because I'm going to stick up for myself and my family. You can go take this and shove it up your ass.
Hey, Widow Son. Hey, Widow Son, you just missed when I did a Kursehameha attack on Shanny. Hey, Widow Son, you just missed me doing a Kursehameha attack on Shanny. That's okay. You're good.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking until someone freaking notices what these people are doing to others. Okay, because it's not only me they did this to. It's not only me. They did it to my friend Ash. They did it to my friend Ash. They dropped.
Do you mean that crackhead bitch who basically is She's not your friend. She's your enabler. She's one of your watchmen. She was one of your watchmen. Same thing with Tragic. But Tragic is a piece of shit and a shallow pervert and a sex offender.
Her docs. They did it to Emo. They did it to G-Man.
Emo is a hateful person. He's not your friend. He hates everyone. He wishes everyone would die of cancer. Same thing that Rev wished. Same thing with Rev. Rev wished that people would die of cancer. And Emo wished people would die of cancer. And he threatened to kill people, for God's sakes. Emo threatened to kill people. And I believe you threatened to kill people too, Shanny. Never. She's never going to accept personal responsibilities. She thinks she's the hero of the abused. She thinks she's the hero of YouTube, Widow Son.
They did it to Vaughn, and they do it.
No, you dumb bitch. They did that themselves.
But to a lot more other people. They do it to Chantel. They do it to Amberlynn Reed.
They do it to Chris Chan. I know, damn it. I was hoping you were going to say they did it to Chris Chan. Because I want to see Shanny stick up for Chris Chan. I really want to see that. Because it'll make my day.
They do it to a lot of women. Mostly white women who have mental health issues. They go after.
And I wanted her to stick up for Adrosdia too.
Overweight white women with mental health issues, they go after because they're like, oh.
No, Shanny, that's all them. Shanny, Amberlynn has been known to be abusive. Back when she was a teenager, she was basically a mentally unstable person. She was mentally unstable. I don't know about Chantel Marie's situation. I know is that she's a piece of shit, too.
They're weak. I'm gonna sick them. The only problem is you fucked with the worst fat white woman out there because I am tired of mankind's abuse toward other people.
Of course. You're going to blame. It's always everyone's fault that you're this way. It's always everyone's fault that your life sucks. Granted, you did it to yourself. Granted, all this could have been avoided, but you had to push the envelope. You had to poke the bear. And now you're going to experience the wrath of a true God. You're going to experience what it's like to be on the other end of the foot. Because my father was the king of the monsters. And then Von Helton decided to nuke him. But his soul is now in my body. His spirit, his essence is now flows through me. So say what you want about anybody else. Say what you want about Dragnaut. Say what you want about Jules, Burnt Toast, Miss Parker, Black Guy TV, The Geek Room. Say what you want about them. But when you poke the bear, but when you think you've poked the bear, you've only poked a radioactive lizard that is hell-bent on the destruction of mankind. or actually no, that is hell-bent on restoring balance to the earth. Your very existence is a disruption of Earth's balance. Because you give off so much negative energy that it has it can have a domino effect. And when that happens, you're going to don't come crying to anyone when something bad happens to your family. All right, good night, man. I'll talk to you in the morning.
And you don't like being called out? Well, you're going to be called out. You're going to be called out. And everyone's going to notice that you are abusive. You obsess about me. I don't even say your names. And you're constantly obsessing over everything I do.
Well, that's because you post that on the internet. Of course we're going to look at it. Because it's you. You try so hard to force people to pay attention to you. And now you're upset that people are paying attention to you? I'm sorry. I fail to see the logic in that. I fail to see how you wanted the attention, Shanny. You want the attention. And you're only going to poke the bear but you keep poking the bear, but you don't expect the bear to strike back at you. So all this is your fault. You try to antagonize the wrong people. You try to antagonize the wrong people. It's gonna bite you in the ass, you idiot.
And then you see little micro fucking emotions and you complain about them. Like you're some kind of fucking scientist. Let's see how evil this person is. Without even looking inside yourselves. You're literally stalking a whole family.
No, Shanny, you put that shit out there on the entire internet. We didn't force your son to go on camera. We didn't tell him to say that you were mean. You did that yourself. You forced your sons you gaslit your sons.
To the point where you'll even go into their own personal fucking files to see if they're saying the truth or not, when it's none of your fucking business, first of all.
Everything you post on the internet is our business because it's public. YouTube is a public platform. Everything you do on the internet is our business because you made it our business by posting it on public platforms. Even though they're owned by private companies, it's still a public platform. And you're mad that you're being called out for all the stupid shit that you've said and done. God, why don't you? The king rises.
And stalk them to such huge levels. And then whenever they speak out against you, the first thing you do is call them a liar.
No. You fed him fables. You fed him lines. We're not calling William a liar. You fed him lines because we were upset that you gaslit your son. You brainwashed him. That is a form of abuse. You might not see it, but we do. We know when you're abusing your kids, it might not be physical abuse, but it's psychological abuse.
Though everyone knows you've been in their shit and been trying to get in their business and insert yourself in their lives when they haven't even met you in real life. I would never meet these people in real life. I would never want to have anything to do with these people.
That's because you're paranoid. I've heard this argument before from another lolcow that came before you.
But yet they're continued to insert themselves in my life. Continue to bring authorities in my life.
No, bitch. You called the cops on Rev. And you got arrested. We didn't call the cops on you. You called the cops on Rev. And they arrested you because you were being slappy. Rev had the welt marks to prove it. What more do you have to understand?
Continue to do it over and over and over again. And then they deny it after, even though they brag about it, but yet they deny it at the same time while bragging about it. And then I'm looking like a liar. It's like they're like two sides of their head. They're speaking at two sides.
You know I put a curse on you, Shanny. Right? I had to use the Kursehameha on you. I don't know why I did that. I just felt like doing it. Even though it won't do shit. Because it's not real. And then again, none of the shit you say is real either. It's obvious that you're living in your own fantasy world where you believe that you're always right and it never did anything wrong.
But yeah, I'm the liar.
You're insane.
Shanny's giving them more content. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to tell the people they're abusive. Hey, if you're stealing this content, the people you're watching is abusing you and mentally fucking with you. They're lying to you about others and trying to get you to hate people so they can get attention for themselves.
Again, you're projecting onto others. It's obvious that you love the attention. You crave the attention. You crave the negative energy because you feed off it. That's the person you are, Shanny. You want the attention. You can't live without it. This is why you're a horrible person. This is why I hate you.
You think they're going to air this? You honestly think they're going to air this? They're not going to air this. You know why they're not going to air this? Because they're getting caught red-handed and people are beginning to see and notice.
Well, that's because you put it out there for everyone else to see. And let's not forget the fact that you, Shanny, your common traits of speech is rage. You, ShannyforChrist, rage is one of the biggest things that is a popular thing in your speech patterns. Is you, ShannyforChrist, often have a very black and white view of people and evil, and you tend to view everybody else that covers you as your enemies. Even if you don't like them, you tend to claim that everybody else is your enemy. Even in situations where it's vastly complicated in nature. And the lack of tact when it comes to strong emotions, be love or hate, causes you to lash out at people with insults, death threats, and obscenities. Yes, Shanny, I know damn well that you lash out at people with you when insults don't work, then cause the death threats. Because watch, she is gonna make a death threat at people. She's gonna tell people to kill themselves. And of course, let's not forget the obscenities. You have made countless threats towards people's livelihoods. Hell, you want people to
You
kill.
think I'm not going to put out a loud freaking noise right now? Red alert, red alert, red alert. I'm being harassed. The authorities.
I will send in police. This is basically the similar argument someone else made, yelling, I will send in police. I will send in detectives. I will send in everything in my power. Take those videos down now. Chris, listen to me. Shut that goddamn thing off.
How many authorities am I going to see? How many CPS workers am I going to see? How many? How many more am I going? Does my son have to stand in front of authorities and say out? Because that's what's going on, is a loving family who work.
You are so fucking delusional, Shanny. You can't, like I said, you have a poor grip on reality, and it's slipping by the day. I don't even know how to cover this other than look at it. I don't know either. You're going to have to send... Shanny is known for sponging her channels, wiping her channels clean of all the shit that she puts. But because, again, she's trying to retcon her past, Widow. She's trying to retcon her past and say that it's our fault that she's like this, when in actuality, it's her fault. Her family, her biological family has testified that she does this on a daily basis. Her mother has admitted that she's like this. Her own mother has admitted to this.
To get to me. You keep trying to get me to kill myself, but you keep... It's true. But you keep calling authorities. You keep trying to get to me. You keep trying to get me to kill myself. And it's not working.
No, Shanny, you try to kill yourself because because you want attention. You're always contemplating over suicide because you want attention. And unfortunately, no, this is why people can't take you seriously. You trivialize mental health. You trivialize people's actual problems.
I'm going to tell people what you're doing to me, and it's very clear what you're doing to me. Everything I do, you pick on. I try to stay away from drama, and I make cooking.
Yeah, give a shout out to Widow's son, because he's been doing this long before I am, and I'm still very new to this shit.
Videos, and I make gaming videos. I'm still doing something wrong. And
well, that's because you suck at it. You don't even care about the games you play. You don't even... All you do most of the times is just talk most of the times. You don't even... A true gamer would show devotion to it, to the craft. Most gamers need full concentration for the masterpiece. All you do is like to engage in art conversations with your audience, and you don't even care about the game you're playing.
And sinister and horrible toward mankind. And I'm staying in my lane, and I'm minding my own business. But yeah, I'm still doing something horrible and abusive toward people.
Well, there is that time where you threatened to hit your son. You didn't think people would forget about that. You muted your mic because your son needed something, and you got upset over it. What does that say about you, you dumb hoe?
Even if it's cooking. Even if it's fucking cooking. It's still...
I still believe that Shanny might have a speech impediment. And I pretty want to believe that Shanny might have autism. But I'd give her way too much credit, because if she does claim to have autism, she'll use it as an excuse. Just like all the disorders she claims to have.
Horrible. There's still something wrong. How dare she cook after we complained about her not cooking for months?
Most people don't care about Shanny. It's because you're bad at cooking. You don't even read the recipe. Then again, I highly doubt you've read anything in life. I highly doubt you know how to read. I highly doubt you read. That's why we call you out, is because I highly doubt you know how you actually take the time to read or put in the effort. It's not that simple as looking up a recipe and reading it verbatim. It's not that hard to just read the instructions thoroughly. This is why people have a problem with you, is because you don't put in effort in your content. You don't put in effort in anything you do. Exactly. She reads enough of the Bible to cherry pick. Like everything, she cherry picks everything. Like I said, if she wants to be taken seriously, she should start her own religion where she views herself as a goddess from an alternate dimension. That way, she and Rev can make money off their delusions.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Yes, the police turned up.
Well, that's because
they won't stop abusing authorities to harass us.
Prove it. Prove that the cops were called to your house. Like I said, you put this shit out there for everyone else to see. I wouldn't be fucking surprised if someone had any ulterior motives. Like, I don't know, send your information to the wrong people, like people who specialize in trying to ruin lives. People on the dark web, like people on the dark web who might look you up and probably make your life even worse than we have. And you're going to blame it on us? No, bitch. You put this shit out there for everyone else to see.
I need a lawyer.
You can't even afford one. Why? What's a lawyer gonna do to you? What's a lawyer gonna do for you?
I need a serious lawyer so I can sue the fuck out of these motherfuckers.
And what are you gonna get? And what are we gonna get in return?
Who's been constantly tormenting me for years.
I hear this is the same song and dance. You're going to say these people have dragged my name through the mud, blood, and bodily organs. They have psychologically raped me to no end in some fucked up presidential-like campaign. That's what you're going to say.
For years, I've been tormented by these people. For years. 24/7. I get constant emails. You should die. You should kill yourself. You should kill yourself. You should die.
No, that's probably the voices in your head, Shanny. which is I believe you're hearing I, Rickzilla, believe you're hearing voices in your head. All this is in your head, you idiot.
I get that constantly.
No, you don't. No one's telling you to kill yourself. I get that
constantly. Oh, you stupid bitch.
No one is telling you to kill yourself, Shanny. Where are you getting this information from? No one has told you to kill yourself. You're delusional. It's all in your head. You're telling yourself to kill yourself because you're hearing voices. I believe you might have a tulpa.
Bitch, I hope you fucking die. Ah, you stupid bitch. Why don't you go throw yourself off the building? Why don't you cut yourself like you should? I get told that 24/7, about 20 times a day. And this is someone who is suicidal being told that. So I have to literally battle myself in what these people are saying.
No, that's you, Shanny. This is basically the same arguments Idiocy makes in her videos. This is the exact same thing Idiocy has said numerous times. That, oh, these trolls are coming to tell me to kill myself. Oh, these people want me to die. They want to see the blood. They say, show us the blood. Whoa, that escalated. Whoa, that escalated quickly. Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. I get told several times a day, you're such a horrible, trash human being for you abusing your family, because they keep pushing this narrative that I'm abusing my family, even though my whole family says I don't do it. But yet they believe fucking idiots on the internet that don't even know me in real life. They don't even know me.
You post your shit on the internet, and you've had your parents confess to the things you've said that you did. And I know you want to retcon your past and say, oh, it's they're lying. Everyone is lying about me. I've heard first person accounts from your mother, your father, your ex-husband. Everybody has admitted that you are a horrible, abusive person. And you don't even want to admit that.
But yet you're believing idiots about my life when they're not even in my life. They don't even know my life. All they do is they see a video and they're like, oh, let me go and see their own hard life to $50,000 that you owe me. You don't want to pay the fucking money. Trust me, I doubt you're going to want to pay the $50,000 that you owe me. Or more. Nikado Avocado sued 5 people last year. 5 people. Nikado Avocado sued 5.
That's because he has a following. He has his own business. He has a fucking check mark on his name. You don't have a check mark on your name.
5 people last year, and he got $5 million out of it. $1 million out of each person he got from them stealing and harassing him.
Again, he has a popular YouTube channel. He's got a check mark by his name. So yeah. He also has his own business, even though most of his mukbang videos, but he also does other shit. You, on the other hand, don't do anything but sit on your fat ass and cry about how the trolls are abusing you.
Getting me fired from my jobs.
No, Shanny, you quit your jobs because you couldn't take the responsibilities. You got yourself fired from your nursing job, and you quit the cab driver job because you saw a couple making out in the back seat of your cab. For the only one user that's tuning in, this is why I named this stream Madwoman Rising.
Know what I have on you?
Boring as hell. Go to say.
Unwelcomed how these people invest their lives into mine and try to make it seem like they have to control me.
No one is telling you to do shit. You do that yourself.
Need to be controlled. I'm an adult. I follow the law.
Shanny, you don't act like an adult. Stop using this. I'm an adult, so you can't tell me what to do. When you don't even act like adult. And let's not forget the fact that you broke the law more than once. And you try to, and I know you've gotten try to get your criminal record sponged, but people don't forget. People who know you won't forget.
I take care of my children. I take care of my household.
Your parents say otherwise because they've known you your whole life. And they know damn well you didn't take care of your household. When you were married to Chris, they saw the horrors of that house that you two were living in. When you were living with your parents, they know that they saw what you did to their master bedroom. So no, you don't take care of anyone. You don't even take care of yourself.
Fucking head. Leave me alone, and they won't leave me alone. It's just like, okay. Chantel said, when I don't make any video about, I have enough evidence. I have years and years and years and years and years.
I'm just gonna skip ahead because I'm waiting for the part where she talks shit about us.
Stop talking about me and my brother. They can't even take that. Instead, they try to twist it into like something else. Because that's all they got is twisting other people's words into something else. Oh, they don't really mean it this way. They mean it this way. You fucking lying son of a bitches. Usually when someone says something, they actually mean it out of their mouth. You know why? Because in the Bible, it says out of the heart comes the out of the mouth comes the abundance of the heart. Which means essentially this. When people speak, they're usually speaking the truth. They're usually not lying. Unless they're trying to get someone in trouble, and then they're lying. You know what I mean?
Widow's son, if you're still here, you would know why I call this stream, the title of this stream, Madwoman Rising, right? It's a play on words of a particular similar locale that I've covered or I try to cover on my channel. But this is the wrong community I cover. But I digress.
Ones. You're the ones who hurt others. You do. You're worse than me when you're trying to, like, you what's up, lying? They're usually not lying unless they're trying to get someone in trouble, and then they're lying. You know what I mean? What's up, Christina? They could never handle the abuse Shanny has received over the past year. She's stronger than anyone. Right? Right? Like, you keep coming to me, keep saying I'm abusive when you're the abusive shits. You're the one who keeps lying about people. You're the one who...
Again, this entire video is just a know you argument, Widow's son. This whole stream is nothing more than just a know you argument. And I'm sorry I got a little heated it gets to people like this get to me. And I know that's unprofessional of me, and I know it sounds cringy, but people like this do get to me a lot.
Who keeps calling people names. You're the one who's the fat shamers. You're the one who keeps picking on people who have psychological problems. You're the abusive ones. While you're trying to point your fingers at everyone else and say, oh, look at them, they're so abusive, when you're the abusive ones. What you don't want people to see is you. You don't want people to see you. So you're going to point at others.
I'm good. That's okay, Widow's Son. I'm good. I'm fine. Thanks for the offer, but this is something I have to do on my own. Maybe, I don't know, maybe when you have a day off, or maybe one of these days, I'm just gonna, because I don't like looking at that. And what I'm gonna show you something that okay, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but this is what I see.
Captain's log, I believe it is the 27th. Major update.
This is how, by the way, this is who I see. This is who I keep saying, comparing Shanny to. This is who I've been comparing Shanny to. This person right here.
I'm seriously ticked off right now because information about my girlfriend, even though it was accidentally leaked to a trusted individual, it turns out that that individual posed as one of my gal pals from high school. But anyway, I swear to God that anything to intrude in my life to make me feel in my life and within my family. I swear to God.
I wish Shanny would do this. I wish Shanny would make these videos instead, where she's grunting and balling her fist.
Comic will cease.
And say, the videos will cease.
But also, I swear to God that I will go to the police with every handwritten document that was sent to my family. And we have a handwritten.
This is why I've compared Shanny to Christian to. Is this
handwriting from Clyde Cash.
And by the way, Jules will be considered. I would say Jules could be Shanny's Clyde Cash.
And a typed letter within the envelope that has his handwriting on that envelope. I will go to the police. I swear to God, my family and I will go to the police with all this information.
This is why
So, in my romantic life, and amongst my true gal pals in my lifetime, and especially my girlfriend, back the fuck off!
Back the fuck off.
You back the fuck off.
That's been...
Or also, yeah, ceasing of the comics. I will go to the police.
I will go to the police.
You do not want to get on my
bad side again!
Or even worse. I will buy your lights out. If I ever meet that bastard.
In person.
But anyway, I'll say it again. Leave me and my friends alone. will be continuing my comics at the moment, but any further incident, and not only will I stop the comic, but I will go to the police. Alright? Back the fuck off. Have a good day.
That's the thing with these lolcows, is that they think that they can call the police on us because we're calling them out on their bullshit. They think that it's justified to call the cops on us when we live in different states. What are the cops gonna do?
Other people and be like, they can do. You're the abusive ones. Put yourself in other people's lives and try to get them in. I claim me to be things I'm not. You've turned me into a big fucking monster on the internet, and people are—
No, Shanny, that's you. You turned yourself into that monster. All we did was follow suit.
Are even afraid to approach me now because of what you turned me into, and I'm—
No, Shanny, you did that yourself. Maybe you should have thought of this, but you were favoring your ego more than you favor your family. And it's because I wouldn't even consider you a lolcow at this point. I wouldn't consider you a lolcow because lolcows provide entertainment. When they're angry or when they try to lash out, it comes out as funny. You, Shanny, are what I would consider a horror cow because of the horror you put your life is nothing but a horror film.
I'm not even that, and I can't wait to start suing the living fuck out of every single one of you guys. I cannot wait to sue the living fuck. The first person I'm going after is that Cecil McFly, because she said in her video a ton of time I've been arrested when I haven't.
Yeah, there's police records, you idiot. There's even a fucking the FOIA form. Oh my God. This is why I hate you, Shanny. Is that you refuse to accept responsibility, and then you blame everybody but yourself for all your own problems.
And that can be easily proved in the court of law. Easily. And then I'm going after fucking Drag and his constant stupid fucking harassment. And that cunt Jules, I'm going after her. The Geek Room, I'm going after all of them. I'm going after all of them because it's years of constant abuse. Years, and I've done nothing to these people. Nothing to these people. Nothing.
You sent death threats to people. This is why I've compared you to Chris Chan. It's because every time someone does a video on you, or every time people have talked about you, your first response is to threaten people's livelihoods. Kind of like how Chris did with the trolls and people who don't even care about him, is that he has threatened to people with their threatened people's livelihoods, unintentionally or not.
To these people. And they keep harassing Vaughn 2.0. Go fuck yourself, asshole. I ain't Vaughn.
Yes, you are. I was going to call you Chris Chan 2.0. You're more like, no, screw Vaughn. You're Chris Chan 2.0, Shanny. You are the next Chris Chan. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I don't give a rat's ass what people think. I am sticking by my word. You, ShannyforChrist, are Chris Chan's reincarnated. You are Chris Chan. Except you don't have a sonic recolor.
I ain't Vaughn. I don't let shit on my fucking floor.
Yes, you do.
I don't gaslight a little 19-year-old and marry her and then put babies in her when
you basically actually you did gaslight a grown, you didn't. Well, you did the same. Well, actually you did gaslight someone into marrying you. even though it's not legal, you still gaslit Jason into marrying you. So
she's unfit to handle having children. I don't fucking do that. Go fuck yourself. I ain't nothing like Vaughn. I'm a responsible adult with a job, trying to hold a household, taking care.
YouTube is not a job. It's a hobby. You're not getting paid. It's a fucking hobby. The only reason why you're getting money is that because you're gaslighting your enablers into giving you money, which people they shouldn't.
Of her children, and always have been. Vaughn's never had a job in his fucking life. I've had several. More than most of you fuckers. All you do is sit on the internet all damn long, talking about others, speculating how evil they are, without even looking in yourself and realizing that you're stalking psychos.
I know you watch my videos. I know you don't want to admit it, but you are watching my videos. And you know damn well that I have been calling you Chris Chan 2.0, Shanny. Even though you don't see me, you know damn well that I will call you that. Because truth and behold, Chris Chan did the same thing years ago. He even went as far as to threatening the lives of trolls. Who's there to say that you're not going to threaten to dismember Jules and her entire family? Because I know damn well you're going to say that. You're going to threaten to dismember Jules and her family. You're going to threaten to kill Drag and his family. Who's going to stop you from saying that shit? Someday you're going to get so mad, so worked up that you will go as far as to threaten to murder people in cold blood. That's the truth. This is not me insulting you. This is a prediction. And when that happens, then we have a case against you.
No. I want everyone
Dead
who has been abused by these people, please come to me.
Oh, so you're going to form your own Watchmen, Shanny? You're going to form your own Watchmen of Tards and get everyone who's been covered by the Geek Room to form an alliance to get you to have us destroyed? Oh my God. You miss me with that shit, Shanny. Miss me with that shit.
Please come to me. Let's set up a panel. Let's talk about what these people have been doing to you.
Are you going to invite Emo Howling Wolf? Because you know damn well Emo is going to say, if these people come, you know these people are just going to, it's going to be a toxic environment that people are going to say, like, Vaughn's going to say all these people are criminals and they all should be arrested. Emo will think differently and say, if I ever see these people in real life, they are dead. And you're going to agree with Emo on that one. Watch. You're going to take his words and you're going to say, I want this person dead. Watch, Shanny. Because I know it's going to happen. I know. You're going to get so worked up to the point where you'll be spouting death. You'll be handing death threats like they're party favors. Watch. It's going to happen.
Let's not be afraid of them anymore. Let's speak our truth. And I want everyone, the silent people who've been abused and shut up in their rooms, the people who've been like, if you don't hate Shannon, we're going to dox you. I want you to come to me too, and you will be protective. If you get doxed, it's okay. You're going to be okay. I've been doxed several times. But it's better than to let these people take advantage of you. Trust me, your silence to their abuse is consent. And they're going to continue if you continue to be silent. You got to start speaking out. It's time to do it. It's time to speak out and let the whole world what these people been doing to others, how bad they've abused you. And I know Drag and his audience it has been abusing his audience members. I know he's been abusing his audience members and blackmailing them to hate others purposely, or
one day.
he will dock them. He ain't no, listen about this. Drags has been a perpetual student for 8 fucking years. 8 years he's been a perpetual student.
He's graduated and is in a graduate student. He works at the fucking university. He works there.
And he's always saying he's going to graduate the next year, and he never does.
He did graduate.
He never does. He's lying about his college.
He works at the college, you idiot. He works there. He's in a graduate program. You, on the other hand, never finished high school.
You tell me someone's a perpetual student for 8 years and they're constantly supposed to graduate and they never fucking graduate. It's a lying pimp fucking story because he's a scam artist like his fucking cunt wife. And you're too stupid to realize you've been scammed by this man for years.
I want to hear Shanny say, I hope you all die of cancer. Because that's going to be something I will cover in a future video, because she's gonna say, I hope we all die of cancer, like Rev said. Because Rev said that she'll say that she wants us to kill ourselves. She wants us to die of cancer. She wants us to die of COVID. She is not above. ShannyforChrist is not above sending death threats to people, threatening people's livelihoods. All right, You think Shanny will resort to death threats?
For years. For years. Don't tell me this man has been in college 4 years and he's never graduated.
He's in an honors program, you idiot. You, Shanny, never graduated high school. You're a fucking dropout. And don't say, oh, I went to community college. You didn't even finish community college. Again, you're a dropout. You have no formal education, Shanny. So don't go insulting people who are still pursuing their dreams. Hell, I'm even trying to pursue my dreams too.
Give me a fucking break. You lying.
You're lying about your life too.
He lying about it. Or he keeps failing and he has to restart the freaking thing again.
Again, this is one of the things Shanny likes to do, is that she likes to insult people and lie and insult people with their lies. And when that doesn't work, she'll use ad hominems or she'll resort to death threats. Because I know damn well Shanny is going to make a video where she's spouting death threats, wishing people to die of cancer, wishing people to kill themselves, wishing people of them to die of COVID. She has wished someone to die of COVID. So She is not far. Yes, it's the same Rickzilla. Yes, Queen Bethy, it's the same Rickzilla. The one who rages at Shanny. The one who rages at Vaughn. The one who laughs at Emo's raging, because I know damn well Emo might have a disability, but that's not an excuse.
And I've seen his work, okay? I've seen.
At least he has something. At least he's doing something to contribute to society, to contribute to the betterment of mankind. What do you do?
His homework. It literally looks like someone from high school does it.
He's what Dragon's doing. I know you're kidding. I know, Queen Bethy. I love you too. I love you too.
Chicken scratch of freaking language.
What about you, Shanny? You, like I said, you never finished high school. Shanny is so brain dead. I'm surprised her parents actually took her out of public school. I wouldn't be surprised if her parents actually did take her out of public school.
It's just awful. It's like, that's how you answer a college question. Okay. That's fine. I see you put low effort in your college work too. Like, actual student for years and never graduated with no. But eventually you're gonna have to figure out after 10. I mean, how long are you gonna actually believe that bullshit?
Oh,
exactly. Self-admitted sadist, and here you are, because he is a self-admitted sadist. Harm, exactly. If he was gonna be a doctor, he would have to take an oath above all to do no harm. Exactly, and he won't do that because he is a self-admitted sadist. He's a self-admitted sadist, and here you are. You're trusting a man who loves seeing the abuse of others, and you're trusting this man and acting like he's some kind of moral high ground.
He's smart.
A sadist. A sadist.
And this is one of the things that Shanny likes to do when she doesn't have any arguments. She likes to go and say that, oh, this person is evil because he ruined my life, because he's also a rapist. Shanny, this is why nobody takes you seriously, is that you have a penchant for defamation of character. You like to slant, and you argue about how we're slandering you when you're slandering other people. This is defamation of character, Shanny. Calling Drag a sadist? That's considered defamation of character.
You're saying a sadist is moral. You're dumb. You're dumb. He has no right to put any moral equation out on anyone being a sadist, because he literally enjoys seeing people in pain.
Exactly. I want to see Shanny take things from Emo's playbook and start spouting death threats at people, because that's basically what she's going to do. She's already copied Vaughn. She's already copied G-Man. I want to see her copy Emo Howling Wolf and start yelling death threats at people, or showing a shower curtain saying, "You're caught in a lie, fuckface Jules." Or saying, "If I ever see Jules in real life, she is dead. If I ever see Dragnon, she is dead. He is dead. If I ever see the Geek Room, they are dead. I'm the victim." I want to see that happen. I want to see Shanny start spouting death threats at people, or going into people's chats and start spouting out death threats. And I also want to see Shanny start wearing diapers. Diapers. Or I also almost forgot. If I ever see Miss Parker, she is dead. Because Shanny has been known to send death threats to people. Yes, Queen Bethy, Shanny has been known to send death threats to people. She wanted Drag dead. She wanted Burnt Toast dead. She wants everybody dead.
He enjoys it.
I gotta be honest. I would enjoy it too. I gotta be honest. I would enjoy laughing at other people's misery because yes, there's a thing called Schadenfreude. It's a thing called Schadenfreude, which is a term that means laughing at other people's misfortune. Even though that misfortune is self-inflicted because, well, the reason why we laugh at you is because, again, all the shit that's going on in your life is your fault, Shanny. You put this on yourself. The trolls didn't fuck with you. And you say that the trolls are immature. You don't see Dragnot. You don't see Dragnot playing Animal Crossing and ignoring his son. You don't see Burnt Toast spending 24/7 on YouTube crying about trolls. You don't see all those toys and all those fast food wrappers on Jules's floor. And also, Shanny, you're also so self-absorbed. You wouldn't even visit your son in the psych ward. I mean, well, in the psychiatric. You wouldn't even visit your son when he was having a psych eval following the suicidal ideations. You wouldn't even visit your son after he was being taken to the crisis center for a psychiatric evaluation. Exactly. And exactly, Queen Bethy, when playing the victim and using disability won't work, you know damn well she'll either resort to insulting people, lying about people, and even going as far, and if she gets worked up enough, she will send death threats to people. Threatening to sue people won't work. When threatening to sue people won't work. When threatening to have people swatted won't work. She will resort to death threats. She's done it before. She has wished death on people so many times. I'm waiting for Shanny to say she will threaten to kill us all if she's provoked. Because that's when I'll call her out on it. That's when you're threatening the lives of people, Shanny, that's when things become serious, because you're going to be threatening the livelihood of people. I know Emo won't. I don't know if Emo has. Yes, Emo has made death threats to people. He has threatened to murder people in cold blood.
He admits he's a sadist and he enjoys watching people in pain. And he's the moral high ground.
That's because he points out all the bullshit that you spew. And at least he looks after his son. At least he makes sure his son is doing good. At least he knows how to handle his family. Can't say the same about you. I wish I had the same level-headedness as Drag. I wish that I could be as level-headed and as calm and collected as Drag, but unfortunately, I can't do that. I don't have the patience to put up with someone's bullshit. I don't have the mental fortitude to put up with someone like Shanny. I really don't.
Like you really haven't thought this through, people, have you? What he's doing? Are you sure he's doing it? Are you sure he's doing it? I think he's lying.
You lie about everyone, Shanny. I mean, I would love to see Shanny admit her faults and say that we're all human and say that everyone makes a mistake and learn how to forgive people. But that's never going to happen. She won't do that. Instead, she will go for the more monstrous and barbaric approach at response, the more monstrous and barbaric approach. The more barbaric, monstrous response. Because when failing to threaten lawsuits at people, threatening to call the cops, threatening to ruin people's livelihoods or send people to jail, when that doesn't work, she will resort to threatening to slaughter people like animals. Watch, it's going to happen, people. She will. This is one of the things, aside from defamation, slander, and other things Shanny takes seriously, she also takes death threats seriously. Exactly. Shanny's the same thing too, Queen Bethy. Shanny's a raving lunatic too. She's a sociopath. Shanny is a sociopath. She doesn't care whether or not she ruins people. She sees lives are being ruined. She doesn't care whether or not people end up getting hurt. She only cares about how she feels, because that's all she cares about is herself. She may say she is looking after her family. She may say she loves her kids, but she doesn't really care about her kids. No. She cares about her ego.
Oh, your son's turning 14 too.
Sorry.
Pain. I take it for pain management. Right. That's exploitation of us to hide. What he's doing, are you self-admitted sadist? He's a gonna be a good. Yeah, exactly. My son's 14 and look at him. He was strong, man. I'm so proud of my son. You can go say I was exploiting my.
I wouldn't say, yeah, she's both I think she could be both a psychopath and a sociopath. I mean, she has talked about she has wished death. She has called for the death of Drag and his family before. Well, I don't think she's called for the death of his family, but she has called for the death of Nancy Pelosi. Let's not forget, she wished death on people before.
My son, all you want. I wasn't exploiting him. I was allowing him to express himself. And if that's exploitation of
that's gaslighting, Shanny. You gaslit your son.
Allowing my son to express himself after taking this shit for years from you fucks, constantly being fucking interrogated by CPS.
No, CPS does a wellness check. They're more concerned about your son more than they are about you, because you don't take care of your kids. This is exactly something Von Helton would argue. He's going to argue that the trolls maliciously called CPS to get his kids removed, because he can't take fucking responsibility as an adult. This is why I wouldn't even consider Von Helton a lol cow. Again, much like Shanny, I consider him a horror cow. Exactly.
You think he doesn't want to say anything after that, man? I'm not giving the trolls what they want. You just want me to shut the fuck up. I ain't shutting up.
And I won't shut up either. I will continue to get angry at you. I will continue to yell at you, call you out, say the truth about you until my heart stops beating. which I probably shouldn't because, again, I value but I won't. I won't give you the satisfaction, Shanny. I won't risk my own health just for views. I can't say the same about you, but I am better than you. I am far better than that. I know my limits. And the fact that you would rather talk to the trolls, ShannyforChrist, is more vile. You would rather talk to the trolls instead of spend time with your family, ShannyforChrist. The fact that you would rather talk to the trolls than spend time with your family is more vile than anything anyone else has done. If my son is having problems, I would turn off the camera, shut everything down, and talk to him. Even though I don't have a son, but I would make sure that he gets the help he needs and not brush him off.
I ain't shutting up about this until they stop harassing people.
You don't speak for anyone other than yourself, Shanny.
Leave Angie alone, you son of a bitch. She don't need your fucking abuse, dude. I ain't abusing drugs, idiot.
Yes, you are. If you're taking...
I don't even take drugs, stupid fuck. CPS would... No, CPS has to take every claim fucking seriously. That's why they knock on my door. What the fuck you talking about? You don't know what the...
I still want to know, is she on drugs when she made this? Was she on drugs or was she upset? Because I don't know if she's on drugs or because I can't tell since most of her words are slurred most of the times. But then again, no amount of drugs will help her. She's already fucked up as it is. I know she's angry. Watch. I'm going to say she's basically pulling the emo plane. She's going to be using the emo howling with playbook.
The fuck you talking about? You just a liar.
Yeah, they are on pot.
He stood up for himself and your family like a man. I'm also proud. I know, mama. I know, right?
That's not her actual mom.
Right. You know, these people act like I can't even be on the internet if I have kids. What about Drag? He has fucking kids and he's constantly on the internet.
The difference between you and Drag is that Drag stops what he's doing when his kid needs something. Black Eye TV stops what he's doing when his kid needs something.
I'm sure there's plenty of other stupid fucks that have kids, but yet they're...
Burnt Toast will stop what she's doing just to tend to her kid.
Constantly on the internet. It's okay for them.
You, on the other hand, would rather speak to your enablers and trolls than take the time out of your day to even see what your kid wants. That's what makes you different from us, is that at least we know what our kids need. I don't have kids, and I don't want to have kids. I never, not right away, but yeah, Rev looks like a tweaker. She is on opioids and pain and antidepressants. And the thing is, some drugs have side effects. Queen Bethy, some drugs do have side effects. I mean, there are drugs that actually have these side effects where where your mind is completely fucked up. And she is abusing drugs, pain medicine. She's abusing all the drugs that she's taking. Like, it can have a negative effect on your mind. Antidepressants. Yeah, none of the people I follow call their kids financial burdens, and none of us have threatened to hit our kids on camera.
You're this dumbass fucking idiot. Mother of the year, your kids see you watch you smoke pot. How do you know?
Because they walk in on you. They can hear you. Do you think that they don't know what's going on? They watch you on their computers. Their friends watch you.
How do you fucking know? You know shit. And if they did, it's no different than smoking a fucking cigarette or drinking a beer in front of your kid.
Which you're not supposed to do in front of your kid. Well, again, you're not supposed to smoke cigarettes in front of your kid because secondhand smoke kills. And beer, too much beer can cause a lot of problems. If you're drinking way too much, then it's a problem.
Idiot.
You're the idiot here, Shanny. She's looking over, trying not to wake Rev.
William does have a great life ahead of him. He's smart. He's intelligent.
I could say that, but William is old enough to look after himself. I mean, he knows damn well what's going on, but he doesn't want to admit it because he's afraid that you're gonna get upset. That's what makes us different from you, is that the reason why you can't be helped, Shanny, is you only want people who will facilitate your delusions. And if they're not willing to do that, they'll upset you.
He's concise. He's polite. He's well-rounded. I don't want to put him in that. I don't want of it. And he's a man.
I would say William is more of a man than your husband, Shanny. William is more of a man than Rev. At least he could take Rev on, which I would like to see. I mean, I would like to see. And besides, I think William can handle himself. I can't say the same about Zachary since he has developmental issues. But William can handle himself. I don't know why you want to bring him online just to use him. Exactly. The bullying and humiliation those boys must get at school. The one is already special, so he probably gets dragged for that alone, besides his insane mother. Exactly, Bethy.
Did you see that nobody person who harasses Miss fucking Wonderful is going after you now? Yeah, man.
Oh my God. She does. You're right, Queen Bethy. She does sound like someone who's been doped up on opioids, even though she'll claim it's for her pain, her fibro and shit. But we know better. We know the true story. And that's the thing with Shanny, is that she doesn't understand how the billions of people on Earth think. She automatically assumes everyone is going to agree with her.
Cannabis impairs you. Just shut up about the stupid fucking cannabis thing.
You abuse it. You take cannabis to hallucinate. Maybe you take too much of the cannabis and you're hearing voices in your head. Because that's what cannabis does, right? Cannabis can also cause you to hallucinate.
I take it for pain management. It's called a medicine. Do you know SSRIs and antidepressants and anti-anxieties and codeine and other pain medications impair you too?
It sounds like you take all of them at once. Even though you claim it's for pain, but I know you do know that too much of that shit can cause negative effects on your mind. Maybe that's why you're so paranoid. I'm gonna bet, Queen Bethy, that Shanny is probably hearing voices in her head. Exactly. She's probably hearing voices in her head. Whenever she's not getting her attention, she's probably hearing voices saying that she's unloved, unworthy. And that's why she's doing this shit, because she's trying to drown out the voices in her head. Maybe she is schizophrenic.
And it doesn't really impair me much. It just takes away my fucking pain. How about you mind your own business and stop shaming people who use cannabis for pain management instead of opiates because they don't want to be addicted to opiates?
I stand corrected. She uses cannabis and opioids and all the drugs except for cocaine and meth. But I know meth. I think Rev does meth.
This is between me and my doctor. And again, you
lied to your doctor.
And your little fucking harassment is trying to insert yourself in my life and try to say things that are happening when it's not. You know nothing about what I'm doing or how I function in life.
Did you know Rev is sleeping next to her, right? She does have, if she does have BPD, they do get delusions and paranoia. Drugs would make it worse. Exactly. Rev either does meth or Shanny is starving him. Possibly that. Then again, we've seen the mukbang videos. We've seen Jason Avocado's mukbang videos. Watch. Shanny's gonna force Rev to make a response video to us covering Shanny.
Go fuck yourself, dude. I get the whole, oh my God, she uses adult toys in the room besides her kid. It's like, do you have siblings, multiple children? I'm in there alone. So what if I'm using toys? Exactly.
Well, you spend you spent all of Rev's inheritance money on frivolous shit. Video games, torrent halls, and sex toys.
Angie? Exactly. Do you have kids? Yes, I have kids. Do you have sex in your room? Yes, I do. What difference is you having sex in your room than you having freaking toys?
If they're sex toys, yes. But you announce this shit without provocation. That's why people are calling you out, is because you announce stupid shit without provocation. When it's convenient for you, when you're trying to point out, whenever you try to counter someone's argument, you fail miserably. You actually think you're better than everyone else, Shanny? Do you really actually think that? Exactly.
And using it on yourself. What difference is it? You can have sex with kids in the home.
Phrasing! You can have sex with kids in the home. Really, Shanny? Phrasing! Shanny, phrasing!
Okay? Difference is it? You can have sex with kids in the home.
Phrasing.
Okay? Just like you can masturbate with kids in the home. Okay? It's not like you're
Again, Shanny. Phrasing.
kids are going to open your door, your locked bedroom door, and be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're playing with yourself with toys. You guys are so sick and fucking twisted in your head. So sick and twisted in your head.
There's the pot calling the kettle black.
You think people are doing that stuff with their doors open? Is that what you do? Because I think you're self-reflecting, trying to...
Filming in progress. Filming in progress. Self-reflecting. You're the one who's self-reflecting, Shanny. Not us. Because no one actually does that. No one actually... You're impossible, Shanny. You're impossible to analyze because honestly, you're always trying to blame it on everyone else. That's why no one takes you seriously, is that you have a habit of blaming people for all your own failures.
Come to parents and try to shame them for being sexual. Fucking freaks. You fucking perverted freaks.
Exactly. You don't do that while the kids are in the house awake. You wait until the kids are out or wait until the kids are asleep.
Come to women like that and shame them for being sexual in their own privacy in their own fucking bedroom.
Oh my God, Shanny. Your sexual prowess, Rev's sexual prowess is him flopping on a flop. It's like fucking a blow-up doll. You're never gonna penetrate things.
Exactly, Alpha. Opiates will kill your kidney and liver. Exactly. Angie said exactly.
Danny, I wish you could be a furry.
You place heavy burdens on people without even noticing what you do to others. Like, you guys are the sickest fucking people. You get into people's sex lives and everything, trying to make it seem like they're...
You post that shit on the internet. And you pay and you charged people for it.
Ron for doing it, man. Good laugh. My kids thought hubby and I were doing the naughty because we were laughing. Pain management if you have psychosomatic fibromyalgia, because you know what it is? It's still pain. Even if it's psychosomatic, it's still fucking pain, stupid.
It doesn't matter. You don't use that as an excuse. It doesn't fucking matter if it's psychosomatic or literal. You don't use that as an excuse. Exactly.
It still registers in the brain as pain. You heartless, apathetic fucks. You hear the word psychosomatic and you're like, well, it isn't real. Yes, it is real. That's why it's called psychosomatic.
I'm just saying, Rev is still sleeping while she's yelling in her camera. Just letting you know. Rev is still sleeping, trying to get sleep. And she's yelling in her camera. I just want to throw that out.
Just because it starts in your brain doesn't mean the pain registry isn't real fucking pain, moron. Ugh.
Sorry.
I wish you two would get the attention, would start paying attention to this bullying and stop taking it as criticism. Cause fat shaming, calling me a land whale, psychoanalyzing my every word I say to such extreme, obnoxious moronity.
No, it's the fact that you make countless threats, try to slant. It's not just, Shanny, it's not just the fat jokes we make fun of. It's the other shit that you are infamous for. You're rude. You're disgusting. You lie constantly. And you use the disability card to alleviate yourself from all burden. You refuse to accept personal responsibility, so you'll lie to save face. Like I said, I could make a list of all the lies you told in the past, but that would make an entire novel.
You want me to feel better about this stuff? Okay, well, how about you stop harassing me? You want me to stop saying harassing me? Stop harassing me? Stop harassing me. You want me to stop doing this stuff? Then stop harassing me. You want me to shut up? Well, then stop harassing me, and then I'll shut up. How about that? How about that? How about not harassing someone? How about leaving a motherfucker?
Okay, we can do that, but we know that you won't want that because you know that we have other people we can cover. We can cover other shit aside from the lolcows that we cover. I mean, I could make an entire stream looking at some kick-ass artwork. I can make an entire stream where I'm drawing. I don't have to cover you on every stream I make. I just do it just because I need to have my voice heard. Because people like you make it hard for people like me. Exactly. Like Vaughn. You mean Vaughn? Don't you mean Vaughn, Bethy? Don't you mean Vaughn Helton? Don't you mean Vaughn, Bethy? You said Rev. Don't you mean Vaughn?
Alone. How about shutting your fucking opinion up, okay?
You first, bitch.
How about not trying to insert yourself in someone's life who clearly doesn't want to have any fucking thing to do with you?
Exactly.
And
exactly. She craves the attention, albeit good or bad. She wants the attention. She needs the attention. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. She wants the attention. If she doesn't get the attention, then she will go crazy. Like I said, I believe she's hearing voices in her head. She could be schizophrenic.
And try to ruin other people's lives. Come on. You guys got nothing but bullying techniques. You got nothing but call someone a liar.
You bully people too. You bullied Jules when she went into G-Man's stream. You used the N-word to antagonize her.
You know, but there's plenty of proof of you harassing me. I think years of making a video about me every day is proof of harassment. I think trying to get people to hate me and dislike me is proof of harassment.
No, bitch. You do that all by yourself. Everybody you've known, People, your family, your friends, your ex-partners, they have come forth and admitted that you are an abusive person. We didn't make this shit up. All we did, that you did this to yourself. All we did was follow suit.
I think flagging campaigns is proof of harassment. I think making videos calling me abusive when my family clearly said I'm not abusive is clear indication.
Shanny, you gaslit your family. You gaslight your husband. You gaslight your kids.
Of harassment and liable slander. This stuff ain't gonna hold up in court. You trying to slam me with harassment ain't gonna hold up in court because I'll countersue and I'll win.
You're never gonna win anything. What are you gonna win? You people, Shanny, it's people like you that make it hard for actual victims of sexual abuse, actual victims of bullying. You think that you're an exception to the rule? No, Shanny. You're a selfish bitch. You don't care about the lives you ruin. You only care about what's best for you. Fuck everyone else. Her mom said herself Shanny assaulted her. She was often physically afraid of her at times when she was angry. Exactly. That's why your kid came on camera, was because she's afraid that you're going to assault him. Because William was afraid that you were going to beat him like you beat Rev.
Go fuck yourself. My kids are fine and happy.
Are they, Shanny? Are they? Because I know damn well you're brainwashing your kids to think like you. And this is the thing with Shanny and people like her, is that all because Shanny decided to go on YouTube and make an ass out of herself. And when people don't buy into her bullshit excuses, she and her myriad of idiots will go into tirades and threaten everything under the sun to make it all go away. She wants a hug box. Like I said, when people don't buy into her bullshit, she and her cohorts will go into tirades and threaten everything under the sun to make it all go away.
Do you hear that? When my son said, "Leave me alone, we're fine. I love my mom. Leave my mom."
That's because you told him to say that. You told him to say that.
I'm alone. She doesn't deserve this treatment. Did that not put a clear indication to you that there's nothing wrong with my family or me or how I engage them at all?
I know she's trying to not raise her voice because I know she's trying not to raise. At least she is self-aware that there are people in the house sleeping, and she's trying not to raise her voice. Otherwise, she'll wake everyone up. That's why she's trying to restrain. That she's restraining. At least she's showing some restraint. If this was in the middle of the day, she would be screaming at the top of her lungs. If she was home alone, she would be screaming at the top of her lungs and start banging shit. and starts screaming, "I'm the victim!"
Like, how many times do you have to be told this? But
Exactly. Exactly.
Got to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. You got to repeat it. Let's try to make it true. Let's try to make it true. Let's try to make it true. Let's go claim that Shanny's projecting. What am I projecting exactly? I'm saying you're harassing me. Am I projecting that you're harassing me? Are you claiming that I'm harassing you?
Well, technically, you are harassing us, Shanny. You are harassing us. In every way. By trying to you're trying to gaslight us into thinking that we're... How dare you play... You know, Shanny, how dare you play the victim? How dare you say that you're the victim? You know my eyes can see right through you. My tortured eyes can see right through you.
When I'm clearly saying leave me alone, is leave me alone harassment now?
No. How you're lying about the way you use it. No, it's the fact that you refuse to let go of the past. You are a narcissistic bitch. And I know people like you who do this on a daily basis. They will threaten. I've seen people like you before, Shanny. I've seen people threaten, I've seen people try to play the victim on YouTube and act like it's everyone else's fault. And when people don't buy into their bullshit, they go into tirades and threaten everything under the 9 suns to make it all go away. And if that's not an example of a Hugbox Chronicle, I don't know what is.
I'm the only one talking about it? That's a bold-faced fucking lie, guys. That's a bold-faced fucking lie. No. No. Joanna, what's going on is I have a bunch of people harassing my 14-year-old son, and I'm fucking done.
Oh, God, Shanny. No one is harassing your son. Nobody. We're concerned for his safety because you are psychologically abusing him. Why can't you get that through your thick skull? Oh, wait, you can't because you're the victim. You're always the fucking victim, Shanny. You're a fucking narcissist.
I ain't gonna let these people harass my son. You think I'm gonna let these people harass my son?
I am restraining myself from punching my screen because that's how irritating Shanny makes me.
My son said, leave me alone. Stop talking about me and my brother. We're fine. Nothing.
You forced him to say that.
Going on with my mom. Stop saying she's abusive. She's a good mom. And
you forced him to, you fed him lines. God damn it. You fed him lines. Of course he's going to say that because you force-fed, you were coaching him. You were standing over him. This is why you're an awful person, Shanny.
These motherfuckers are harassing my son, calling him a liar because they know their fucking narrative just got fucking destroyed and they have to do anything they can to claw their way to keep it.
Exactly. No one told her son anything. We're just calling her out because she used her kid. And she's so upset because, oh, we abused her son. No. We said it was wrong to put her son on camera. Because we know damn well she's gaslighting him. The same way she gaslighted Rev. Exactly. She did the same thing with. She did the same thing when she told his son, when she forced her sons to say all these bad things about Chris. They loved him. They loved Chris. He was more of a father to those boys than Rev will ever be.
That I'm abusive, when really what they're doing is manipulating and lying to their audience and actually hurting their audience.
Why? Why do you think that people refuse to take you seriously? This is defamation of character. This is slander.
They're hurting their audience and abusing their audience and lying to their audience.
Are you going to say that they rape their audience?
Emotionally abusing their audience to anger and rage to someone who's not even doing these things they're saying they're doing. How is that?
This is projection.
That okay? How is it okay to abuse your audience like that, to lie to your audience like that, and to emotionally...
If this were any other time, rather than being in the morning, and Rev is not in the room, or the kids are not in the room, she would be screaming at the top of her lungs, telling people to stop making videos about her, stop doing videos on her, screaming loud enough for even the neighbors can hear.
Trigger them to harass other people. How is that okay? They did that to my son too. They actually went and trolled him on his live stream. They're disgusting.
Oh my God. This is why I hate Shanny and I hate her. It's because of she has enablers. She has enablers feeding her delusions. This is why I hate her so much, is because she has a myriad of enablers who will just take her word at face value. People who are mentally fucked up as her.
They're disgusted.
You're disgusting.
Y'all make up what you want to hear. Exactly.
I hate that she has enablers. I hate that she has white knights. It's bad enough it's bad enough that Rev is become her biggest enabler, but she has to go and find other enablers like her, devotees of her, it's bad enough that Rev is feeding into her delusions, but the fact that she has other people encouraging her negative behavior and self-destructive habits, that's sickening to me. That makes me sick to the very pit of my stomach, is that she has enablers who will encourage her to continue down this self-destructive lifestyle.
You know, you try to silence me over saying your name. Now I'm saying your names. What you gonna do? Countersue me? You're gonna sue me for saying your name, saying stop harassing me? I'm gonna keep saying stop harassing me. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna say it. Stop harassing me, drag. Stop harassing me, Geek Room. Stop harassing me, Black Guy TV. Stop harassing me, Miss Parker. I want nothing to do with you people. Nothing to do with you people. I don't want to talk to you.
This is basically the same thing Chris Chan said in his Facebook post back in 2011. Is that she's demanding people to stop making videos on her, stop talking about her, stop posting comments about her. This is basically the same thing I've seen before. I've seen this before.
I don't want to have anything to do with you. I want you guys not even be in my life. I don't want you to talk about me or anything in my life. I want nothing to do with you. I don't know you people.
Exactly. This is basically what I've seen before from other lolcows like her. She's going to play the victim and act like it's everyone's fault and that she's always the one who is right and never did anything wrong. I've heard this argument before.
I've never met you in my entire life, and I barely had any conversation with any one of you. The most you got was say something rude to me, and I blocked you. That's the worst. That's all you've gotten. That's the only interaction you got from me. Ever. Ever. You never sat down and had a real conversation with me once. You don't even know me, but yet you act like you do. And you know the intricacies of my life. I don't even know you fucking psychos. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. And you acting like you know me. Weirdos, psychos. I want nothing to do with you. Leave me alone. Leave my family alone. And if there is a lawyer out here who will help me and my family, please get a hold of me. Please help me.
Exactly. What is a lawyer going to do for her? Obvious. I've heard this argument before. Guys.
Harassing my 14-year-old son. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to defend my son? YouTube, you're supposed to be doing something. You're supposed to be protecting people from this type of behavior. And you don't. You enable it by giving these people money and monetization. You monetize their hatred and their lies and their slander. What's gonna happen when people start suing YouTube? Because you refuse to follow your own community guidelines. These people could break community guidelines every fucking day. Every day they're breaking community guidelines.
No, you idiot! You're the one breaking community guidelines. You're the one harassing people. You're the one slandering people. You're the one calling people ethnic slurs and threatening to murder their families? No, bitch! It's all you! I'm sorry I raised my voice, but I had to. This shit. Shanny has no empathy. So let's not show her any empathy in return.
Going after people they shouldn't do. Doing targeted harassment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're not supposed to make several videos on the same person over and over and over and over and over again. You're not supposed.
Tell that to Gino Samuel. Tell that to Rogue the Internet Man. Tell that to Dylan Thomas and Gibby Devin.
That goes against terms of service. I've reported this stuff. I don't know how.
Queen Bethy, it's not the fact that Shanny lacks self-awareness. It's the fact that she rejects it. She has no empathy. So let's not show her any empathy in return.
How many fucking times to YouTube, and they still don't protect the content creators. They allow them to be harassed. They allow them to have authorities have a bunch of people call authorities on people who are not even doing anything and waste tax dollar money. And authorities, what if a child actually needed their help and instead they're over at my house having their time wasted when it should have been a child who actually needed it?
Exactly. She has no morals. She has no remorse. It's obvious that people with BPD might not show any signs of remorse, might not show any empathy. It's obvious. She has a lack of empathy. She doesn't care if people's lives are ruined as long as it satisfies her. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. That's why I compare her to Chris Chan, is because Chris Chan doesn't have any remorse for what he does. He doesn't have any empathy. And that's probably because of his autism. But he's also known to do shady shit and try to get people in trouble. And he's also had a few run-ins with the law. Even getting in fights with security guards. Shanny's gotten in fights with police.
Thank you, next. But you're going after my kids now. You're calling my kids liars for saying, leave me alone. Leave my family alone. My mom isn't that way. My mom isn't abusive. My mom isn't abusing me. My mom takes care of me. My mom loves me. You take those words and you tell that 14-year-old that he's lying about it. And you're trying to make the internet seem like I manipulated him into just saying that stuff? Fuck you!
Again, Rev is sleeping next to her.
Do you know how disgusting you people look? To normal people who see this. Do you know how disgusting you guys look? And the more you do this, the more you're gonna go down. It's time for retribution, baby. And it's time. It's time for justice.
It's time for revenge. Watch. Shanny's gonna say, it's time that I will have my revenge. I will have my revenge.
Judgment Day, assholes.
It's time to die, according to Shanny. Yes, that was long. That was a long and arduous stream, and it was painful to go through that shit. But I'm glad some people tuned in to see this, because I don't know how long I can go without losing my goddamn mind. I mean, how are we going to take Shanny seriously? It's obvious she isn't mentally equipped for the internet. Like I said, this is a woman who is so detached from reality that she can't even differentiate between what is real and what is online. What is fiction and what is fact. What is the internet and what is real life. And it's sad that someone's life is like this. And like I said, there are people like her who, and I believe the internet probably destroyed Shanny's chance of having a normal life. I believe that. And that was a horror show. But I'm glad you came here, Queen Bethy. I really appreciate you sticking around. I mean, my God, that was just sad. I mean, exactly. But she lies to people. And exactly, that's why she has court-mandated therapy, because it's not actual psychiatric care. Okay, that does it for this stream. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully you'll be seeing better streams that are not like this. Anyway, I'm gonna go off right now. I need a palate cleanser. I need to get off. And let's hope that we don't have to deal with this ever again. But I know it's going to happen. I know Shanny's going to start going full Elliot Rodger on people, even though she can't get out of bed, or she can't even use a firearm. But she will probably instigate Rev to do it. And he can't have firearms, but she'll find a way. That does it for this stream. Again, I hope you guys liked it. If you want to see more, please subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter, on social medias like Twitter, RGHighMeat91. Also on Instagram, you can follow me there. If you want to support me, all links are in the description. I'm going to start uploading my PayPal on the YouTubes in my chats. If you want to donate money to me, I'm going to do that. I might have to start posting my Amazon wish list if you want to get me something nice. But until then, I'm Rickzilla, and I will see you guys in the near future. Peace out.